From WNIJ studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. Sessions from Studio A is a showcase for local and touring artists here in our region. We record their live sets in WNIJ's Studio A and bring the concerts to you. Joining us this week from Edgerton, Wisconsin is Lazlo Weed. Lazlo Weed started off as the alter ego of lead singer and songwriter John Norland. He started the band about 5 years ago after joining up with guitarist Seth Bonte, drummer Jim Hillard, and bassist Luke Blum. Hear them recorded live in Studio A and our interview with Lazlo Weed coming up this hour on Sessions from Studio A.
One, two, three, four.
Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, welcoming Lazlo Weed to the studio this week. The band formed about 5 years ago after lead vocalist and songwriter John Norland wanted to take his sound in a more bluesy, roots rock direction. He created the alter ego Lazlo Weed, partly inspired by Tyler Durden from the novel and film Fight Club. We'll talk with the band this hour about their music and about creating that alter ego. But first, let's get right into Studio A for their performance. It's Lazlo Weed this hour, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
One, two, three, four. Back 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard Lazlo Weed performing live here in the studio with us, and I'm joined by the band. Lazlo Weed, thanks for coming out to DeKalb, everyone, and playing for us in Studio A.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You were telling us a little bit in the studio about the origin of the name and how it kind of comes from an alter ego. It's kind of your alter ego. Tell us a little bit about the name Lazlo Weed and the alter ego.
So I just felt the need to create this character in my mind that I would aspire to, mostly like daring and adventurousness, bravery, confidence. That's the person I imagine myself being if I was. And he's kind of half outlaw too, because I'm not much of an outlaw.
Lazlo Weed sounds like the name of an outlaw for sure.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it was a little inspired by the movie and the book Fight Club too.
That's
and,
right.
And Brad Pitt's character,
Brad
people
Pitt's
will
character.
remember as
Yeah.
kind of the alter ego of Edward Norton and that everything he wants to be kind of, but isn't quite confident enough to do.
Right.
Give us a little of the history of this band and of this project here. When did Lazlo Weed get started?
I had a band that was much more folky, and it was called Bathtub Mothers. And Seth joined us about 5 years ago.
4 years,
Four or five years ago.
Yeah.
And he was in that. And then that sort of reached its, natural end. And the next thing I wanted to do was a little more blues, a little more upbeat, even a little more electric. And so I started working on that, and I gotta tell you, man, this is the most fun and the best band I've ever had by far. It's just been great. So,
Well, I had watched, like, when I was in school with John in 2012, 2013, I had watched that Bathtub Mothers band, and I had stumbled upon an album of his on Spotify of him performing songs on his own, and I thought, man, this is great music. And seeing the show with them, I thought, man, this was great. I'd always thought I'd love to be in that band, man. They're like the coolest band that plays around Janesville, you know? And then I always kept the page for that band on Facebook, and then 10 years later, I got to do it.
You guys have great musical chemistry for sure. I'm curious, John, about what was the impetus or the inspiration here that made you want to take that change from the folksy sound and then add a little more blues, a little more rock into the mix here.
So, I love all kinds of music. Almost any genre, I find something that I just think's genius. I got to the point where I felt like I needed to focus on the stuff I loved that was a little more upbeat, a little more rockin', not necessarily loud, but a little more rockin' to get crowds to want to come back and really want to see us. Even more than that, my voice isn't great on sweet stuff. And if it's more blues, I can do that so much better. I'm so much happier with the recordings I've made since I switched or sort of evolved into more of this kind of stuff. So those are two reasons.
Think of what you've done. Feeling rising from last night's setting sun. Things been broken. No medicine can heal. But the cost exceeds the total of the payments when you take the devil's deal. feeling rising. Last night's setting sun. Things been broken. No medicine can heal. But the cost exceeds the total of the payments when you take the devil's deal.
Lazlo Weed on Sessions from Studio A. That song was called Devil's Deal, and you can find it out on streaming services everywhere. Also, check out more from Lazlo Weed on their website, lazloweed.com, and on their Facebook page. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more from the band here on Sessions from Studio A. You're listening to Sessions from Studio A with Lazlo Weed, joining us for live recordings and an interview this hour. The band is John Norland on acoustic guitar and singing lead vocals, Seth Bonte on lead guitar, Luke Blum on bass, and Jim Hilland on drums. Let's get right back into their performance recorded live in Studio A. We were talking a little bit before the last break about their eclectic music taste and how they like all kinds of different genres. This next song draws a little bit from some reggae dub influence. This is A Lot Like Loving You. It's Lazlo Weed, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
Heard a song this morning, can't remember how it goes. Heard a song this morning, can't remember how it goes. Feels a lot like loving you, I suppose. The window, see the outline of a man. Out the window, see the outline of a man. Might be passing, might have other plans. Heard a song this morning, can't remember how it goes. door, deep into the woods. Get head back home. I don't think you should. Heard a song this morning, can't remember how it goes. Heard a song this morning, can't remember how it goes. Feels a lot like loving you, I suppose. One, two, three, four. I was flipping through the channels, this Mobile and Jalopy car. Came upon a man who'd saved my soul for $50 on MasterCard. Chevy and Georgia flipping switches, Charlie Heston's hawking guns. Says getting to the point, good old boy just can't have any fun. And so, Godspeed, if you find just what you need. Beneath the grinding gales of Gotham's diet, carbonated gods of greed. I will search for Lazlo. Wish you'd stop for just 1 second. Look far off into the sky. Think about the things that they will say about you on the day you die. Yeah, he burned a lot of petrol. Yeah, he drank a lot of beer. He's quite familiar with the primetime listings. They change from year to year. And so, Godspeed, may you find just what you need. Beneath the grinding gales of Gotham's diet, carbonated gods of greed. I will search for Lazlo weed. One, two, three, four. So, Godspeed, may you find just what you need. Beneath the grinding gales of Gotham's diet, carbonated gods of greed. I will search for Lazlo weed. Guess I ought to pack my backpack. I ought to go out and fight for grace. Ought to fly out to the coast, find Bill Gates and reformat his face. I need a clean shot at redemption. Need a little bag of pills. Nurture said I ought to quit my drinking. I don't believe I will. the grinding gales of Gotham's diet carbonated gods of greed. I will search for Lazlo weed. I will search for Lazlo weed. Search for Lazlo weed. I will search for Lazlo weed. I will search for Lazlo weed.
You mentioned you guys are going down to Memphis soon to do some recording. Tell us a little bit about this. You're going into a studio down there?
Yeah, we're going to be in Sun Studios, the iconic Sun Studios in Memphis, recording for 3 nights. They do tours during the day, and then that night it's an actual recording studio.
Oh, wow.
And they close it up, and we'll come in, and it's about 6 hours a night. We'll be in there recording.
Wow, yeah, Sun Studios. So there's
Yeah.
probably some
Right there.
kind of energy in that room that's
absolutely.
been built
We'll
up
be there
over the
August
years.
14th, 15th, and 16th. And August 16th is, of course, the anniversary of Elvis's death.
Oh, wow.
So we'll be in there that night
So
recording.
like
it's gonna
Elvis,
be-
Johnny Cash, like a lot of icons recorded there. So that'll be cool and a great photo opportunity for our band.
It's going to be beautiful in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Tell us, what songs are you going to be recording down there? Do you have them planned yet, or are you gonna waiting and
Yeah,
see?
they're all basically written. Some I have, complete demos. Some I have partial demos. The one we will do down there is Memphis that we played on the show. We'll do
yes.
that, and not
Appropriate. For
we
the-
recorded that before, and I was sort of like the least happy with the way the old recording came out. So we never published or posted it. It just right. So we're gonna do one that I'm really excited about that was written by the 3 guys in the old Bathtub Mothers band before Seth joined, and that one's it's just got in my opinion, a really cool chord pattern, and it's an interesting thing. But yeah.
So these are even songs that you didn't play today. Some of these are brand new that you're going to
Yeah.
record
Oh, yeah.
down
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I've not even heard some of them.
And we haven't learned them yet.
We
And
have a lot of
I'm
practicing to do.
I'm a little worried because we got 2 gigs a month, and it's we all want to stay married, so we can't sleep in a basement somewhere and just
We did throw together, though, all the songs that the initial recordings and the YouTube videos when we got together a year ago. November is when we started this project. And literally, when we came up, that was the first time I ever heard
Yep.
those songs.
Yep.
And we recorded
He
them.
recorded.
I never heard them at all. It's this tempo goes like this, and hang on.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. And it's kind of morphed itself from that, but it's pretty much stayed the same. I mean, it was just chemistry right off the bat,
You are hearing from our talk with Lazlo Weed on Sessions from Studio A, and we're hearing live recordings from the band this hour. Stick around, we'll take another short break and be right back with more music from the band, including that song Memphis they mentioned there. We'll hear that one recorded live in the studio. You can also find behind-the-scenes video from the performance on WNIJ.org. Stay tuned for more from Lazlo Weed coming up on Sessions from Studio A.
What the hell would beggars rhyme? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A with Lazlo Weed. Let's get right back into Studio A for their live recording with us. Before the break, we were talking with the band about going down to Memphis to record, and one of the songs they were planning on recording is this next one, appropriately titled Memphis. It's Lazlo Weed, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
son cross the track. It's funny how a place looks different when you know you ain't coming back. Will this car make it to Memphis? Spinning oil and leaking blood. No matter what you think, the fact says she was the best, whatever it was. Take it! Police found her after midnight. Said she never felt a thing. When you get up in the morning, you don't know what the day will bring. When this car may get to Memphis, burning oil and leaking blood. No matter what you think, the fact says she was the best, whatever it was. She was the best, whatever it was. She was the best, whatever it was. 2, 3, 4. not see you through. I said, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters could not see you through.
You mentioned you guys have some shows coming up. What's coming up?
Absolutely. We're booked through August and September. I believe August we just have one because we got that big recording project in Memphis. But then there are two in September. I know we do, and boy, if you can get out there, the Mill in Paoli. Paoli, Wisconsin is this little, it's sort of really part of Belleville, Wisconsin. But it's so many people there. It's this giant, they call it beer garden. It's just a big open field with a nice stage and, breweries selling craft beer. And it's just really cool.
It's called The Mill?
The Mill.
Okay.
It's a nice venue. Yeah.
Yeah.
People sit outside, bring their kids.
The Sugar River runs right through there, right next to the park. And
Sounds beautiful.
there is an old mill.
Yeah, that's what they made their brew house, kind of.
When is that show happening?
Yeah, so that will be September 20th. Before that, we're playing in Edgerton at Two Brothers on August 10th and the 12th. Oh, no, we're playing at the Mill on July 26th as well.
Yeah, so we got 2 days.
Yeah, so we have
Oh,
2
nice.
days there.
Yeah.
Yep.
July 26th, and then another one in September.
Yep.
And then we're doing Lone Girl, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lone Girl Brewing Friday, August 1st.
And that's in Wanakee?
Wanakee. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, that's one of the coolest little. It's a brewery. There's this rooftop patio with like those fake gas fires, but they're fun to sit by, and it's just a beautiful venue. So both of those are. Do we have anything else before the end of September?
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
Lone Girl and Two Brothers a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a good summer for you guys between shows and then going out to Memphis to record. If people want to check out these dates again, where's the best place people can go to find info from you guys?
Oh, LazloWeed.com.
LazloWeed.com.
Yeah, I mean, pretty easy, I'd say.
Or
We
we
have
us
a
on Facebook.
Facebook page. There's that. You can stop by my house if you bring beer.
So Facebook, the website, or stop by
That's right.
John's
Just,
house.
come on by, man.
Drop on by.
If you got a nickel, I'll turn it to a dime. I've got some Tito's. I got some time.
Great line.
Yeah, thank you.
Everyone, thanks so much again for coming out to Studio A and playing for us today.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Spencer.
having us.
Thanks for
Thanks for having us,
It was
man.
a great time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cat to get a kid, kid's got a cat. $20 Tuesday to show you where you're at. Drinking from a bucket and howling at the sky. Skipping stones across the pavement, shooting mud into your eye. Collar was a crazy one, but Elizabeth made some sense. When no one was looking, she got out and jumped the fence. She wandered down to Mexico and hooked up with some gents. She bought herself a Mazda, and no one's seen her since. So hold inside the roof, hold inside my shoe, hold inside your argument, ain't a whole lot I can do. Call me on the telephone, let it ring a dozen times. Wake up in the morning, grab a cup and get a shine. If you got a nickel, I'll turn it to a dime. If you got some Tito's, baby, I've got some time. Running from the neighbors and sleeping on the lawn. Just sitting by the fire, getting real, real gone. sometimes slow and steady wins. I guess it just depends. Wish I had my own jet with a recliner in the bar. I'd open up for rate lift, damn, I'm sure I'd be a star. I'd smell just like patchouli and I'd dance just like a stair. I'm working down in hardware. I guess life just isn't fair. Walking west on Wagner, take a left on Clark, another left on Marlboro, and I'll meet you at the park. Go swimming in the fountain, we'll go traipsing in the tide. But if I never see you, damn, it's been a real good ride. There's a winding, narrow gravel road, never goes where it is told, yet I know I must follow. There's a man that stands beside the road, he chuckles as my life unfolds, he thinks that I am shallow. There's a woman in the trees above, showing me the face of love, mother, sister, lover. I have tried many times before, climb above the forest floor, but I cannot reach her. Can I sit here and rest a while? Can I walk another mile? I hear the angels coming. I know that my time ain't that long. Can I please hear just one more song? Hear the guitar strumming. Top a ridge above the tree line, still there is no sunshine. In the west the city's burning. The ashes fall like snowflakes, my feet burn and my guts ache. What the hell should I be learning? Can I sit here and rest a while? Or can I walk another mile? I hear the angels coming. I know that my time ain't that long. Can I please hear just one more song? Hear the guitar strumming. In a valley green, a meadow fair, a tiny house, she must be there. Through the window I can see her. Lift my hand, I place my glove, and I've been all I ever loved evaporates like ether. Can I sit here and rest a while? Or can I walk another mile? I hear the angels coming. I know that my time ain't that long. Can I please hear just one more song? Hear the guitar strumming. I sit here and rest a while? Can I walk another mile? I hear the angels coming.
Lazlo Weed on Sessions from Studio A, closing out their performance with that original song, Road. You can find behind-the-scenes video from that song and others from the show over on WNIJ.org. Thanks so much to Lazlo Weed for joining us this week, and thanks to you for listening in. Find more from them, including dates for some upcoming shows, over on LazloWeed.com. This Saturday, July 26th, they're at The Mill in Belleville, Wisconsin. And you can also find their music on streaming services everywhere. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Producers are yours truly, along with Mike Lundgren and Sam Knopfsker. Production intern is Oliver Wolf. I'm Spencer Tritz, and thanks so much for joining me this week. I'll see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.